Okay, so you have this cylinder part of your mug, and now we're going to add on a handle. So I'm going to show you two different coils. This is the coil size that we were using before, and it's about the size of my pinky. But this is the size you want to use for a handle on a mug. You want it to be a lot thicker. In this case, it's about the size of my thumb, or maybe even a little bit wider. I like to make handles that are about as tall as my tall finger and almost down to my palm. So I'm gonna take this now. I wanna make it a little bit more flat. So I'm gonna kind of flatten it out a little bit so that I can make a mug. Okay, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna also take my thumb on the inside of this to kind of stretch it a little bit so it likes to stay in a curve, because I'm gonna try and attach it onto here. And when I attach that in just a little bit, I want it to have a nice shape to it. Okay, so attaching this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little toothpick. If you don't have a toothpick, you can use a pencil. And you're going to make some marks in the side here. So I'm gonna put my hand on the inside to support it, and I'm gonna just make little lines that go down like tally marks, and then some that go across, so it looks kind of like hashtags. So I'm gonna hashtag down here also, because that's also where I'm gonna attach it. Now, on this, I'm gonna push my thumb on it a little bit to have like a better spot to put my little lines and hashtags. So I'm gonna go across, and then I'm gonna push on here, and I'm gonna go across little hashtags. All right, so now here's my secret ingredient is I have vinegar, white vinegar. If you don't have vinegar at home, you can probably just add a little bit of water. What I've done is I've put some of the vinegar inside of the lid, and I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna dab, dab, dab it in there, and then dab a little bit onto my hashtags. Okay, now I'm gonna do it onto here also. Dab, 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 dab. And now I'm ready to attach. So I'm going to take this, and I'm gonna put my hand on the inside so I can support it, and I'm going to push pretty hard because I want these two to match up. I want them to marry, as my pottery teacher used to say. Okay, and now I'm gonna go down here, and I'm moving my fingers down a little bit lower in the inside so I can push. I usually hold about 5 seconds. All right, now I'm also gonna make sure that I smooth it out a little bit. So I'm gonna smooth from this side. I've got a couple things that are having problems here, but I can kind of smooth things out. And sometimes you have to get your pinky finger in there to do some of the smoothing. But now you have a nice handle on your mug. Congratulations.